What's good with your boy? This is VasaVoo here, coming at you with another commentary. This commentary is VasaVoo History of Sniping Part 2? Yes. Part 2 today. This will be up on Sunday. This gameplay, I like it. I don't know if y'all like it, but I hope you guys can bear through it and listen to this. This is my end of my special weekend if I can get through this commentary with everything that I want to say. If not part 3. Alright, so let's get into it. I left off last commentary about when I was in private matches all summer 2011 with Z Pound Cake, Jacob Mailbox, whatever you want to call him. He was always setting up for me and stuff. So from there, I was doing competitive sniping too. So me and my friends would go and search, like joke around and start like trying to play competitive sniping and search. Or we'd go, I don't know, play domination or ground war. And on my free time, I'd play free for all. So one day, when me and the basic or Guzmo, whatever you want to call him, we were in a search lobby on Underpass, and I was doing really good. I was using Marathon, which was like the thing back then. If you could snipe with Marathon, you're amazing. And you know, if you guys remember that, I don't know if all of you've been in there since then, but it's been a big crazy past 2 years about sniping and standards and stuff. So we're in a search lobby on Underpass. I ended the game off 24-3, search and destroy Underpass with a Marathon sniper. Marathon, you know, the normal run. Intervention FMJ, USB. No, I got TAC Magnum TAC, yeah. With throwing knife, Marathon, stopping power, ninja. And I don't know what the other thing is, but that's what I see. I was probably running Arctic Camo because my favorite camo on that game. And so after the game, when me and Basic were joking around the lobby, one of the kids on the other team messaged me and was like, "So I have a team called Team Life Snipers, and I'd like if you could join." And you know, we talked for a little while. We went to a party, we went to a private match, played some Rust, played some Scrapyard, you know. And I effed them up every single time, because this time my shot was very good. I was always sniping. I never really try-harded. I just stuck to sniping. You know, I was on all the time. I no-life the crap out of COD. So we played with them for a while, and I was like, "What's your channel?" Because they said they had a YouTube channel, which is, you know, Team Life Snipers. And so I checked the channel out. Like, I didn't have a laptop at the time either, because I didn't record till recently, and I didn't have a laptop till 2012. No, 2011 winter, I think, Christmas, or was it 2012? I don't know. Whatever. So I check out their channel. You know, they have some videos up. Back then, promos weren't so big, but they had like a video up, like a episodes. Back then, I don't know how to explain it. It was a lot different, like 2 years ago. You might not think so, but it was a lot different on YouTube 2 years ago. But back then, what I was watching, I was like, "Oh wow, these guys are good. Like, I love them, and they're really good. And I want to join." I was like, "All right." I was like, I'll be up to your offer, and I'll join Life." So I joined Life. Well, it was like the next day, because we all got offline and met up the next day, and we all accepted each other's friend requests. And by like midday the next day, I'm talking to them, we're playing free for all and Rust, and I win, and they just like you know, "So you sure you want to join?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I def want to join. Like, this is like a big step for me." Back then, 100 subs like 10K now, because 100 subs was hard to get. So I joined Life, and you know, it ended like every other team I joined. Like, I swear, it happens to me too much. But so you know, I was it for a while. You know, I ended up being co-leader after a while, and then it ended up ending. I forget why, but it ended, and everybody split their ways. But me and the two leaders actually stayed friends for a few years now. I don't talk to them anymore, but because they're actually like big hockey geeks, and they live in Pennsylvania, so you know, probably smoking on them doobies too, you know, every day. But what is it called? So once it ended, I have an IRL friend, not Guzmo and not Pound Cake or Jacob Mailbox or Da Basic. Those are the same people, just two different names that go by. And it wasn't them, but there was this other dude that went to school with me that was a grade higher, and he was an optic back then, and 2 times he was an optic, and it was awesome. You got to meet him and know him in real life, and he had his own team called AMF, American Made Fighters, and I played with him forever, and I tried to get in a couple times, and he always screwed with me, saying like he what is it? He always screwed me with me, like saying like you want in, blah blah blah. And he leads me on. It's like, and then no, I'm not letting you in. You know, it was a joke. It was kind of funny, but like, you know, it kind of got upsetting because I really wanted to join. This dude, AMF Endo, that's his name. He's like the leader and founder of that team back then. If they were to stick to it, I bet you right now they wouldn't. It wouldn't be a phase. It would be an AMF because that's how good they were back then. And then, you know, FaZe just popped out of the motherfucking blue, and they go poof, and they go fucking 2 million subscribers, and Optic should have a lot more. But no, trick shotting, shut up. Yo, like seriously, trick shotting is bull capital shit. That's it. That's all it is. I love to do it, but I like to watch it, but it's so bullshit. Again, bullshit, because it's like not. I don't understand how to explain it. It's just so stupid. Sniping has always been my thing. You know, I did quit sniping for a while, just a trick shot, but I regret doing that because I lost my sniper shot for the illest minute. You know, long time. If you all don't know what that means. But then I recently got it back. Maybe a past couple, like maybe 4 or 5 months, I got the sniper shot back. But now I'm starting to barely play. You know, and I really want to get back into it, but I don't want to spend my life on it. You know, I want to have a social life and stuff, and work out and that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dude? You know what I'm saying, bruh? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I joined AMF after a while. He let me in. You know, that was probably the happiest day of my life. Back then, they had like 300 subscribers, which is a lot back then. This was still 2011. This was like before my birthday in November, so just about like September, starting to get back into school. He's like, "Hey, you want to join?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I definitely want to join." Like, I was like so happy to hear that he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna join now," and all that stuff. You know, I'm so tired right now. Sorry, guys, bear with me. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I got school tomorrow. Had a long day. I just watched Identity Thief. Amazing movie, by the way. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. It's so funny, so awesome. The movie really brings you in. But anyways, back on the topic. So AMF eventually ended, but I got kicked before it got ended, only because he didn't want me in the team because he thought I was creating chaos, and I was a squeaker back then. He was like, "I don't want you in just because you're a squeaker," blah blah blah. You know, I was like, whatever, bro. You know, fine. I don't really care. Kind of annoyed. You know, I was upset, but like after that, I went solo for a while, and what did I do after that? Alright, so that following March, so 2012 March, I ended up got invited to AM, which is Aftermath, and it was like a 2nd gen or whatever. And before that, actually, let's go this first. Forget about that for a second. So I met a dude, some dude named like Trust or something like that, and he invited me a team called Scare. It was like a 2nd gen or whatever. And he's like, this team's gonna be big, blah blah. They had like 1K at the time, which was huge back then. It was like, whoa, like you got 1K, dude. And I was like, yeah, I'll join. I joined. I wasn't recording at the time, and I hit a few clips, got an episode out, my first ever episode. Back then, I went by the name went by the name Step. Before I made the name Step, I was in Scare. My name was Scare Away. But I ended up right after like leaving Scare. I made my name Scare. I made my name like Step something, like by stepping or something like that. And I got my episode edited by some dude. I don't contact him anymore, but I got my episode edited. It came out great. Standards were amazing. Back then, at least, it was good. And so I ended up being solo till September of 2012, I'm talking to a bunch of friends, and I see this team called Hurst to Snipe. They're no longer a team anymore, but I see them, and they were, and I was playing with them for a few weeks, maybe almost, maybe a month, maybe. And they talked to me, and they're like, "Yo, you want to join?" And, I was like, how much you guys like check us out? So they had about 2K, and that was a big step for me. And so I joined, and I pumped episodes out like no problem. I was doing so good, and then I ended up just leaving because everybody just didn't like me, and yeah. So sorry guys, this is the wrap up of History of Sniping with VasaVoo Part 2. There will be a Part 3. I didn't get to the rest of my history, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you a lot.